Hey guys, it's Comic here. Today is Tuesday, May 28th. We are back at the park, and that is because today, as you can see in the distance, is the day Flash is being topped off. So, of course, I had to come. It looks like they already put the spike up really early in the morning. From what I understand, they did it before any guests were in the park, so wasn't going to be able to catch that anyways. But if you guys saw as we were driving on the dash cam, there are so many buses here today. I haven't seen this many buses at the park in a very long time. So I think it's safe to assume today is not going to be a rides day at all. I mean, I kind of knew this coming in because it is a weekday and this is usually when all the school trips come, but to see that many buses, wow. I do have to give the park props though, because speedy parking was working the best it ever has. I've never seen it so efficient ever. So shout out to the park for that. It worked perfectly. But let's go take a look at everything going on inside the park. This is absolute insanity. Trying to navigate through this ridiculous crowd is insane. I guess I decided to come at the exact wrong time, which is when all the school groups are coming. But shout out to the park for having a lot of the directors out there trying to direct traffic of people, because it's pretty crowded out there, but this is what we came here for. That spike is a lot taller than I was expecting, and you'll see the Flash logo up there once they get it, but look at that. All right, we're inside the park, and look at that. The presence of that spike is, it can't be put into words. It looks unbelievable. Gotta say, whatever effects Memorial Day weekend's weather might have had on the park's attendance, they're definitely making up for it today. It is packed. And if it wasn't for all the school groups, it probably would be pretty empty here. I mean, when I was coming in, going to the preferred lot, basically nobody. Interestingly, it looks like Bugs and Sylvester do not have their 50th attire on, so I'm guessing that might only be on weekends. They just were lifting that piece of track into place. Now I'm gonna go over into Metropolis to take a look at it from that angle. And it looks like they only have the entertainment going on weekends as of now. I'm assuming that'll probably change once we get towards July 4th, which is when everyone will be out of school. But until then, just weekends for all the live entertainment. This is one of the first non-weekend weekdays I've been here when the park has opened, because they started daily operation last Thursday, and getting to see all the things that are open versus closed. Like Villain's Tavern over here is not open. I imagine there's a few other food locations that aren't open, maybe rides not running at full capacity, but it is a pretty crowded day. Of course, they can't get all the staffing until school is over, since some people, of course, have school, the high school workers. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all gets handled as we approach July 4th, which is when they'll really go into full-blown operation. All right, over here in Metropolis, we actually have an excellent look at all the construction going on the spike. So let's get a little closer, take a look. It looks like they already joined up the segment right there where the spike joint is for the track. Looks like the other crew went back up to that joint right there. I'm gonna take a lunch break because I believe the crew is also gonna be going on lunch break very soon. And then we'll check back on what other progress they're making. Well, Alex and I are in here at Granny's, and they're lifting another piece of track, just our luck. We thought they were going on break. We're eating lunch right now, but they're not. They're just pushing right through it. So over here at the bricks, we also found James.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
There are some new bricks in the ground. If you guys remember, these 2 rows here by 2024 were empty. Now they have some more in. I'm not sure what the order is they're going for, but they got a Music Express one, 2 other ones.
Cool.
These are not, the sponsorship team. These are not employee bricks. I think these are purchase bricks, because over there on the 1974 side, we do have employee bricks with all these people's names, and I presume worked at the park when it first opened in 74. But I kind of assumed that they were gonna put all employees that work there now in 2024 over there, but I guess not.
Is this a new section right here?
This, I believe, was here last time. Yeah. There might be a couple new bricks here or there, but bricks are still for sale. I think this, yeah, these ones look new. These look, they were just put in the ground here. So if any of you recognize any of these, pause the video, take a screenshot. There's definitely a few new ones in here. But as I keep saying, you can buy one for $150 on their website. They have not said when they will stop selling them. If I had to guess, they're gonna be selling them for a while because there's a ton of plots. So go get yours as soon as you can. So it looks like they are blocking Frontier Adventures off with a security guard. He must be really bored. But they've painted that fencing down there as well that blocks off Log Flume. There's some cars going on, moving back there. So they're definitely using this time that Frontier Adventures is closed to work big time. Lots of work being done on Log Flume. Looks like they're working on the troughs up there. There's another crew right there. There's more crews all throughout the layout. Looks like Toro is still block checking, so I don't think it is open quite yet. So it looks like Toro did open at one point. I mean, the train is currently on the lift, but look at this line. And I believe they're on 2 trains, unless maybe they took a train off. I'm walking down here to see if the double-sided lockers are available yet. I'm thinking they probably are not, so I don't see anybody in the line with their phone. So double-sided lockers still have the red lights on. I'm not sure when they will be enabled, but they look great. Just like the ones at Velocicoaster, if you guys have been to Universal. Really great system. Just can't wait to see it finally implemented, because no longer will El Toro be an upcharge attraction. Here's the train. They are running 2 trains, so once the ride does reopen, this line should move pretty quick. Is that Sammy?
We now have 2 bulls in the ring.
That is Sammy.
Once again, that is El Toro. We do have 2 bulls.
2 trains. Line will go a lot faster. So it looks like just about all of Saw is gone, except for the giant wall right here. I'm gonna try to talk over the really loud music, but it's all gone. There's gonna be a lot of changes for Fright Fest this year. We've heard a lot of rumblings about what may happen. We'll be getting an official announcement pretty soon on all the trails and stuff. Expect a lot more IPs coming to Fright Fest this year. But there's gonna be a lot of really good stuff going on. Lots of mazes getting replaced. Mama's Farm was also taken down. I believe Conjuring may have been taken down, or maybe they're redoing it a little bit. So keep an eye out for a lot of changes for Fright Fest. You can see Flash's Spike from all the way over here by the entrance to the Golden Kingdom off the boardwalk. That is crazy, and there's the emblem over there as well. Totally Kickin' Chicken is absolutely packed, so it's a good thing Great Adventure made the improvements they did to that facility, because it gets a lot of traffic now. It's a good thing I ate when I did, because it looks like lines for food are really starting to pick up. Look at this refill location over here, line all the way out to the Great Adventure Guide. Like I said, very crowded today with all the school groups. James and I found the only ride with no line, so we're gonna ride Barnstormer.
I've operated this thing every single day I'm here. I've never been on it until now. I haven't ridden it since Sequel.
So we just rode Barnstormer, and while I was riding Barnstormer, I couldn't help but notice that Jersey Devil's running super fast. It is still on 1 train, but I'm wondering if whatever improvements RMC made to these trains might be the reason why it's running that fast, because this is running really good. But James, that was your first time getting to ride Barnstormer after working it a million times.
Really fun, honestly. I mean, I always enjoyed Barnstormer when it was over here, but I think that it looks a lot better in this location. And you know, you get a pretty good view of the entire area, so I like it.
It is. It's a nice, fun, slow ride if you're looking to do something not super intense. Probably the tamest ride in Junior Thrill Seekers, but still a really fun and well-presented attraction. Almost missed it, but they are lifting another piece of track. They are done with lunch break. I'm assuming, I'm trying to tell, that might be for the other side of the spike, I think. Because I don't see the end on that track segment right there.
Where's Jersey?
So I'm not 100% sure. While they're securing that piece of track, we're gonna go for a ride on Justice League. This is crazy. No line for Justice League. I definitely think the flash path being closed definitely deters people from coming all the way down here. So the pictures are all out of whack. I got 324, James got 137, Dean got 82. Not bad. Justice League, done. Definitely could use some more improvements. I mean, the lasers are not very well aligned, but despite that, I got like 330,000. If it was a little more accurate, I'd probably be breaking 450, honestly. And that's not to toot my own horn. I just think hopefully we'll see some more refurbishments made to the ride where the lasers are made more accurate. But until then, definitely a little tricky to get good scores on this ride. James, how was Justice League?
I enjoyed it. I love Justice League. I've enjoyed this ride ever since it opened, and it's, you know, I don't have any issues with it.
Dean?
It was a very good ride. Blasters are still inaccurate, which I agree with you, but definitely all overall, good ride. Definitely would recommend coming back for it.
Well, here we go. The first of the final 2 pieces is beginning to go up. So that one, I can't tell which side that one's for. It might be for our left side. And then the final piece of track, Brian just told us, will have a Vekoma flag and an American flag on it. So we're definitely going to stick around to watch that. I believe this one is for the left side. So the final piece of track will be the little one on the right. You can tell just by the way everything is. So that right there, where they are in the crane, that is where this piece is going to be going. So it looks like they've secured it, ready to go. So we got this piece. Once this piece is secure, we got one more, and that will be the top off piece. Here we go. Lifting is in progress. We're gonna catch it over here and then move over as quickly as we can. Look at that, that looks awesome. Moved around a little bit to get a better look. So the crane was probably gonna block it over there. All right, so it's been a really long time, so I should probably update you guys on what we've been doing. So we watched Flash get topped off, which was really cool to see. We've been still with James. Just got off of Medusa, first time I rode it in a few visits. Rode it really well, got in the front row, and the odd ride picture is actually working now, as you guys will see right about now. There's our picture or video, not sure which one it's gonna be. James, how was Medusa?
Medusa was running really good today. I enjoyed the front row, and you know, it's still one of my favorite floorless coasters. I'm very excited to check out Superman Krypton coaster for the first time in a little over a week. So, you gotta see how it compares.
Yeah, definitely. So, I do also want to give you guys some updates on how Frontier Adventures will be operating for the foreseeable future, because we had a talk with Brian Basica, of course, park president, for when you can see this fencing right here. They have the rides of Frontier Adventures and the entire area of Frontier Adventures closed until 2 o'clock on weekdays, and the only reason for that is so they can get more work done on log flume, which I personally have no issue with, because log flume, of course, there's a lot left to be done, and they are going to have to use a lot of the pathways of Frontier Adventures in order to get that work done. Additionally, Best of the West will only operate on weekends for now, since there's just not enough traffic here on weekdays to support that place being open, plus the fact that it wouldn't be able to open until 2 o'clock on the weekdays anyway. So just keep that in mind for your visits if you are coming on a weekday. But otherwise, park is great. We're gonna go for a ride on Mine Train now. And after Mine Train, I'm probably gonna head out just so I can get some of the Flash content out that you guys already saw. So we'll see you guys after Mine Train. The park is super packed, but we come here and the station is completely empty. So we just rode Mine Train twice, and James, I told you I'd show you. This is where the new paint is right here.
Okay, there we go.
Little bit here and there, looks good, but Mine Train, so much fun. Do not sleep on this ride. One of my favorite rides of the park, personally. James?
I think Mine Train's a fantastic ride, first off, and now that they painted that part, I hope that they paint the entire ride, because the ride really needs it, and it's the 50th anniversary, so hopefully they paint it at some point.
Over at the log flume, there's been a lot of movement. It's very hard to keep track of everything being done at this attraction, since there's just so much going on with it. But there's some work going on in the station over there. We saw people throughout the ride layout, and there were people at the Northern Star Arena working on the troughs that have yet to be installed, so keep an eye on lots of progress to come on this attraction. So we decided to detour through Bugs Bunny National Park, since I haven't been back here in a really long time, and I haven't seen this on in a very long time. They have the water tower with the water back on. I'm not running under there because I'm not crazy, unless James wants to.
Now guys, comment down below if you want him to run under there. He'll do a next video.
Yeah, but oh, it just turned off. Never mind. All right, so we're over here by Toro. Let's see what the line looks like. Oh, there is no line. Perfect. It's time to ride. So I'm taking you guys out of the locker for a second. We just did one ride on Toro. Then we went over to ride a Ka, and James, what happened at Ka?
Ka rolled back.
As we were walking up, it rolled back, and I couldn't even film it because of this policy, unfortunately. But what are we gonna do now? Ride Toro more?
Go back to Toro. Let's do it.
That's all we can really do.
That's all you gotta do.
Back in the locker, you guys go. So we wound up doing Toro a total of 2 times. They took a train off, so it was a little tricky to get multiple rides. Rode with Vinny and of course James. James, how was Toro?
It was really good. Especially on the non-wheel seat, much better.
And we found Tom. Tom just got himself a milkshake.
On Toro. It
Yep.
went so fast that you didn't see me, so you got to be quicker than that.
Exactly. I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can because this loud copyrighted music already screwed me over once, so I'm not trying to let it screw me over again. So as we're standing here looking at Flash, look who snuck up on us.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Sean? You were here earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually got here like right at opening, and I didn't even realize they have the priority entrance opens before they open the regular day guest lines. So I got into the park like 10 minutes early.
Sweet. So you get to see this right before and right after it was topped off, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of mad I wasn't able to be here like when it was actually topped off, but you got some nice footage of that, I'm sure.
I did. I'm trying to get it out, but it'll take a minute. Well, it looks like there's something going on. Maybe someone lost a phone and they're freaking out. Can't really tell. Well, we decided to bail on Nitro. We have no idea where the other train is, so I'm thinking maybe they had to do a mid-course evac. So we're gonna go ride Roaring Rapids instead. I just saw a ton of people exiting the line, so I don't know that we're actually gonna get on, but let's see. All right, so we just got off Roaring Rapids, and if you guys remember from the last vlog, I didn't get wet at all. I got drenched, and you guys want to tell the story of how I got drenched?
Physics.
Yes, I saw the trajectory of the Rapids boat. We were gonna hit a corner in such a way that it would spin around, and I would get drenched, and lo and behold, I got drenched. And that stupid little jet at the end destroyed me too. So, Tom, that was your first time on Roaring Rapids.
Yeah,
how was it?
That aforementioned jet used to never really hit people. It was always spraying low enough that all it did was push the boat up to the feeder. But now it actually sprays you, so get ready for that. But pretty cool. I'm glad they made that change. It makes it more interesting.
And James?
That jet's my favorite part of the ride. It just hit you and you completely deserved it. Completely deserved it. I'll be honest with you, he completely deserved it, guys.
Yeah.
There we go. Jets. Whoever is in charge of making the jet more powerful, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, this is definitely the wettest year for Roaring or Congo Rapids in a very long time because they don't really have waterfall effects or anything. They still don't, but the rapids are a lot stronger this year, and that jet definitely gets you at the end. Now we're gonna go for a ride on Batman. So we just did 2 rides on Batman, one in row 7 and one in row 8. Shout out to the maintenance crew here at Great Adventure. There are now 2 trains running on Batman. I believe there were 2 trains starting a little earlier on in the week. James, your home ride, how was it?
It honestly is on par with Over George's Batman right now. It kind of topped Over George's Batman a little bit for me, just because I haven't been on this ride when it was that intense in a very long time. It was a lot of fun, and thanks to our great maintenance team for running 2 trains on it. We finally got 2 trains. It's great.
Trying to juggle your head in between the sun here. It's a bit difficult act here.
No, and if you guys come here when I'm on the train, I can guarantee we're hopefully gonna be rolling those trains. So you guys will minimize the wait time as short as possible.
Definitely. And Tom, how was Batman?
Well, I'm excited to see how it stacks up against its 3 clones in Texas when I go in a little bit.
Yeah.
But that one is running really well, like better than it usually does. So I'm excited to see how they all stack up.
All right, we're gonna give Nitro another shot. Nitro's back. Just did Nitro in the D train, row 8. It was great. Tom, how was Nitro, our sunset ride on Nitro?
It was nice to do a sunset ride on this. I haven't been on it in a few visits myself, and it was nice to get back on.
Found Cam, how was Nitro?
Great as always. My second B&M Hyper of the day.
Nice.
Nitro was flying. It was flying through the entire layout.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were going a little too fast because we braked pretty harshly on the final brakes. I think the mid-course probably didn't trim us enough, which, hey, I'm not complaining. It was a lot better. But yeah, Nitro, if you do ride, try to get that D train. It runs a little bit faster. So I split off from the rest of the group, probably just gonna go grab myself some dinner and get going. Was not expecting to stay here as long as I did, but it wound up being a pretty good day. Once all the school groups left, the crowds definitely died out a bit. And it was great, of course, getting to watch that. So we'll see you guys a little closer to the exit. Very different scene now compared to just a couple hours ago. Crazy how fast the park can empty out. That is going to do it for my day here at Great Adventure. A much longer day than I was expecting, truly. I was originally planning on just leaving once they finished topping off Flash, but it wound up being a really good day once all the school groups left. So if you are coming here on a weekday during late May or early June, something like that, I would highly recommend coming later on in the day because the school groups don't usually stay till closing. So you can usually get a good amount of rides in once they're all gone. But once they were all gone, it was a pretty good day. Got on a good amount of rides, hung out with some good people. It was a good day, of course, with the highlight being watching this get topped off. It looks fantastic. But with that being said, guys, that is going to conclude today's video from Six Flags Great Adventure. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.